since it opened back in 2002. There's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now it's Darnold, and he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Daniel Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you want.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, Wahoo! 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. 53, Linda!
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Bring it! Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 72.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Jets will extend their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go on. No, 66. 57. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Delta. Alert!
From the 29, Brady. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Haywood.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up, D. Right there, 54, right?
Let's go.
54, Mike.
Roll 50.
Here's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. 20. 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run it with Bell. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Check right, 54.
From the 27, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Brady gives to Michelle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, box truck.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Shadow.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Buzz.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Wait, that 29. Alpha.
54. Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Check it.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 is Mike.
Brady now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Terrell Basham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Mike 54. Mike
Second.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, go 66.
Now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Right there. Watch the side. 36 to Mike. It's it. Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Bell busts through the tackle, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run him with Bell. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Michelle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Shadow.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd and 12, Brady to Gordon out left. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Patriots send out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
We're going to set.
36 to Mike.
I got him.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Darnold. Out left to Anderson. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Brady now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but threw an opening, and there he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is down to 24. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the motion.
Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Brady to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On first down, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, it's Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. On third down, Bell, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And now Edelman. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Alert! 25, check 25. Hey, orbit. 28.
Throwing on second and 14. Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, watch that. 72.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check. Fresno. Alert. Sugar.
Now Brady again. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use him at this point. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On third down, it's Bell. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. It is a beautiful night here in Southeast Texas, and the roof is open at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Where's it at? 218!
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 23 yards on the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, Watson. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. To throw again on second down. Watson, and that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
46, 19, check. I don't think you got it. 24.
To the air yet again. Watson eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Rosen will throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Check.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, exit.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on the ring. Hey, alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Kill.
The play fake to Ballage. Now Rosen under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that. Accuracy's trash.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the end zone, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 98 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
16 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Now Rosen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
40 worth the month, 40 worth the month. Check 41.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Stills, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Toss play to Balaj. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
When I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check.
Hey, 31.
Hey, switch gears. Check, man, left. 31.
A first down carry now for Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On second down, here's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On the left side, this is Stills. And he's into the clear. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. On 3rd down, Rosen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Now Balaj. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Rosen to throw. He finds Kalen Balaj, his running back.
Let's go, folks.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down, Miami.
Monday. Hey, Sue.
41 to Mike. 41 to Mike. Check 41. Hey, keep it.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Kill. Turn up.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Miller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Switch. Check 52. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll go with Foreman, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now it's Rosen looking. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. On 1st down, Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Kill. 9, go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Rosen on first down. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A draw play now. Ballage. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short. Watson going deep for Hopkins. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. To return is McKenzie. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen. And an alley to run. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Miller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Dolphins 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He was looking that time for Stills. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Set. 19. 24. 43.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The 30, 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Watson looks to throw again, and it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Miami, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.